So it begins, the madness called IPL 2023. It starts now. We saw the opening ceremony, and now, after a few moments, the match will commence. The opening match between defending champions Gujarat Titans and Chennai Super Kings. Can MS Dhoni again take this CSK team to the heights that they have witnessed before, or can Gujarat Giants repeat the feat they achieved in their debut season that was last year? I am joined by Trisha Ghoshal in the studio. With us is G. Rajaraman from New Delhi and Bharat Ramaraj from Bengaluru, and we'll discuss everything that is the opening ceremony and also the match. First of all, Trisha, we saw the opening ceremony. Arijit Singh absolutely lit up the show, and this is what IPL is: entertainment coming with cricket, and it's just amazing.
Absolutely, I think IPL is repeatedly known as cricket entertainment.
Yeah,
They have you saw the crowd; they're already buzzing.
yeah.
So the entertainment has kind of brought in the whole festive mood. IPL is a big festival, and Arijit Singh, who better than Arijit Singh? I mean, he's my favorite singer, so no one better than him to light up the mood.
Absolutely. Raja sir, if I have to come to you, of course, we saw that the Ahmedabad Stadium, the Narendra Modi Stadium, that is absolutely jam-packed. Do you feel the players will also feel the nerves after seeing 1 lakh 20 plus, 1 lakh 10 plus, whatever the crowd capacity is there? Do you feel they will also be under the pump?
Yes, son, there is no doubt about that. Great occasion for not just the players, but also for people who have thronged the stadium there. Opening game of a tournament, always exciting. Uh, it's not just the players who will be nervous. I'm sure a whole lot of people in the stand will be nervous as well because their favorite teams are on view and they don't know how they're going to go. So the first day is always exciting. Lots of nerves around, but I'm sure this will be a great tournament. There will be some good cricket to watch for all of us and to learn from as well.
Absolutely. Bharat, did you enjoy that opening ceremony before we go to the match and talk about what to expect from it?
Yeah, it was a good one. I didn't see a lot of it because I was covering some other event, but I saw Arjit Singh and his singing that little bit I saw. Yeah, it was a good one. Hopefully, the tournament would turn out to be even better than the opening ceremony. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Talking about the two teams, Gujarat Titans and Chennai Super Kings, one is the defending champion, and the other team, whenever they have ended in a low, they have come back and won the tournament.
Serious.
So, some big clash. I mean, it's a big clash, Raja sir, to start with.
Yes, it's almost traditional for the defending champion to go first, but it's a very interesting choice to see Chennai Super Kings as their opposition. It should be a good game, but I think I'm not a betting sort. But if I were, my money would be on the home side because Hardik Pandya was a rock star the last time. He will want to prove that it was not a flash in the pan. And then, as a student of Mahendra Singh Dhoni, as a fan of Mahendra Singh Dhoni, he surely will want to go one up on the man. He will want to start with a win. Gujarat has done well in the auctions. They have picked some very good players. Ken Williamson is a very good example. I think
Yeah.
they have covered all their bases, while Chennai may not have been able to do that in the auction.
Absolutely, and you mentioned a very good point there. We saw Hardik Pandya. He has that different sort of confidence nowadays. The way he picked up that trophy, you could sense that this man is right now high on confidence. And very interestingly, Hardik Pandya considers MS Dhoni not only his elder brother but his mentor as well. When he took up the captaincy last season around, he mentioned how important MS Dhoni and his captaincy has been important in his life. And I'm pretty sure today will be a special occasion for Hardik Pandya as well. Although Hardik has not captained as much as MS Dhoni has done in IPL, he has a win percentage of 73%. That's cracking well. As Mahendra Singh Dhoni's longevity still boasts a win percentage of 58%. So it's a clash between an upcoming captain and a veteran who has done it all. Trisha, if I have to ask you, do you feel it spices up the battle even more?
Absolutely. I think you couldn't have asked for a better start to the tournament. Hardik has always looked up to Dhoni,
Right.
and today he's going against Dhoni. Interestingly, last year they won both the matches against CSK.
Right.
So CSK, while the entire team will try to get it back, but Dhoni is a different, captain altogether, and it will be interesting to see how he comes up.
Bharat, any thoughts on MS Dhoni, the man returning after the last IPL to the cricket pitch? Will he find it tough, or will he be a smooth sailor as always?
Yes, as you know, it only plays mainly plays IPL now. So it would be tough for him because he doesn't play first class cricket. Obviously, any other cricket, domestic cricket or international cricket. So it would be tough for him. He's also 40 plus now. As Martin Crowe once said, more than the eyesight, your body slows down. So his mind might say, yes, go forward, but his perhaps body won't allow him to go forward. Just giving a random example. So it won't be easy for him to club sixes, but we saw some images of him practicing where he was tanking a few sixes. So who knows? It might take him a little bit of time to get going, but you never know. He might get some good scores under his belt.
Interesting comments, Trisha.
Yes, Raja sir, do you think it's possible that MS Dhoni becomes the first impact player?
Ooh. He had a dodgy me that I can see from the practice. Over to you,
Very,
Raja.
very likely. I think my friend Kushan Sarkar wrote this piece a couple of days ago, but Dhoni could become that impact player, particularly because he's going to be what? He's 41 and not going to be easy for him to take the rigors of playing so many matches on the trot and and doing a good job. He wasn't in the best of nicks last year, so to come back after 1 year and then to try and scale up his performance, not going to be easy, as Bharat said. But I remember one very fascinating photo, Trisha, where his biceps, my God, he looked like a weightlifter at the crease, wasn't he? But
Absolutely.
Dhoni being Dhoni, MS being MS, he can always bring surprises, and he will want to go on a high. Who doesn't want to go on a high? And Dhoni will be no exception. I think it's going to be interesting to see what are the players that who are the players that both teams nominate as impact players. But because he's come out to toss with Hardik Pandya, he might actually be the one sitting out in case they don't bat first. But his wicket keeping skills and his captaincy, you can't discount them ever. And I think it's going to be very interesting to see what happens in the game now.
And in 2020 we saw Chennai Super Kings. They did what they always do. They finished last, and then they bounced back. They won the trophy for the fourth time, and all the Chennai Super Kings fans, I know many of them, they are absolutely so passionate about Chennai Super Kings. We saw that training game as well. They were there, they packed the entire stadium within 1 hour of announcement, and they would be absolutely backing the Chennai Super Kings when they play at Chepauk. But right now, they are in the den of Hardik Pandya. They are in the den of Gujarat Giants, Gujarat Titans. And it is not coming.
It is going to happen.
I know one give me a couple of weeks, I will love by then. But interestingly, I'll talk about the openers of both the teams. Like for Gujarat Titans, you will have a Shubman Gill, an informed Shubman Gill who will be raring to go. Perhaps many pundits have tipped him to be the orange cap winner as well in this season. Whereas for Chennai Super Kings, you will have a Ruturaj Gaikwad who has a point to prove after being dropped from the Indian team, after being not considered in the 11. But right now, as we are speaking, we are seeing MS Dhoni and Hardik Pandya at the top carrying two team sheets. That's a new because of that impact player rule. It's going to change a lot of things. But Trisha, opening pair. Of course, they will always Uttara Gaikwad is likely to start for Gujarat Giants. It remains to be seen who their partner Shubman Gill at the top. Any preferences you have there to partner Shubman Gill because they have quite a few players.
I think because of the absence of David Miller,
Right.
seems Matthew Wade is the right choice to go with. And I think if Matthew Wade plays, I doubt if Riddhima Shah is going to play. Why would you want to go
with Kane Williamson as the opener?
Absolutely, I think that would be fantastic. Raja sir, your thoughts on Kane Williamson as the opener?
See, Kane Williamson is an amazing buy at the auction for Gujarat Titans. Very clearly, their brain trust has done their homework. Last year, they tried Vijay Shankar in that critical role. So, Kane Williamson
Right,
is somebody who can play the holding role, who can also play the aggressor. So, I'm sure they will
right.
like to use him perhaps as the opener because they've got depth. They will want to bolster the opening and perhaps want to open with Kane Williamson and Shubman Gill. I think it's going to be exciting to see how Shubman Gill performs in the presence of someone like Kane Williamson. Quite a player,
Very interesting
Williamson.
point.
Quite a
Yeah.
player he can be, and it's going to be exciting to see who pairs up. But Williamson is very capable of starting the innings along with Shubman Gill.
Just to cut you short, Raja sir, Gujarat Titans, the defending champions, they have won the toss and they have opted to bowl first. So Gujarat Titans will be chasing in this match, and we have the statistic in
Yeah,
front
I
of
think
us.
no surprises. In IPL since 2021 in Ahmedabad, their 5 matches have been won out of 7 chasing. And there's an interesting stat that since IPL 2018, the opener, the first match of IPL generally goes to the team who have won the toss and chased.
Very interesting anecdote there. But Bharat, if I have to come to you, do you think it's a wise decision and a safe decision to chase first and know what Chennai Super Kings have there in their armory?
See, you have, I think at that stadium you have 11 pitches, six red soil pitches and 5 black soil pitches. What I heard is there's a decent covering of grass, which as per pitch report, there's a decent covering of grass. We can go back to 2021 when India took on England in a T20I, around two T20Is when Jofra Archer and Mark Wood used the
Right.
grass on the surface. So that can again help the seamer. So Mohammad Shami, as you know, keeps the seam very upright, and any movement is there, he will get it. So I think it's a wise decision from them.
And talk about confusion, Trisha, the news. We are talking about the news of IPL. Hardik Pandya was asked during the toss by Ravi Shastri, "What's your team combination?" And he said, "I don't know what my team combination is because he had planned out 2 sheets and this sheet he doesn't know that." So it will be interesting how they use the impact there because they will be changing
Absolutely.
maybe the extra bowler first up and then play the extra throw one as a impact player.
Yeah, maybe, Raja sir, do you think probably, I mean, we will soon get to know probably who's the impact player. But do you think Rahul Tewatia could be an option that now that Gujarat is chasing? Because he wasn't bowling that well last time, but he's a very good finisher.
Actually, Trisha will have to wait for them to declare the 11th. See,
Yeah, that is true.
don't just go by my gray hair, but I'm old fashioned, right? They're changing the nature of cricket. There used to be the cricket was always known where the captains would exchange the list of players even as they were walking into the toss. So the list would be exchanged before the toss, but now
Right.
they're being given the option of picking their 11s after the toss. So it's going to be interesting to see what combination they pick. Much more than the impact player, the combination that they pick. And as Bharat pointed out, the track has got some grass on it. So maybe Hardik Pandya expects a bit of bounce on the pitch and to use it fresh. Just a few weeks ago, we had a test match there, and it was quite
Right.
an well. We didn't see much bounce there, did we? But we might see
No.
a lot more. The ball color has changed. The stadium is full of people. I'm told there's a lot of yellow in the stadium there. So all of that I think will contribute. And plus, it's a day night. It's a night game. So that's probably why Pandya chose to bowl first. You don't want to be bowling with a wet ball in case there is dew. So 11 will be very deciding factor who they pick in the 11 now. See, they might have had two combinations, one for in case you're batting first and another in case you're batting second. So we'll have to wait and see what kind of combination both teams chooses rather than just focus on the impact player.
Right.
Shubham, while we are speaking about who can be the impact player, why don't you tell our viewers that what are the new rules?
Absolutely. See, number one is the impact player, which everyone is talking about. MS Dhoni just mentioned that it's a luxury to have the impact player, and it's very simple. If you want an overseas player as an impact player, then you have to pick three overseas players in your playing level so that you can bring one in your playing level as an impact player later during the game. For domestic, it's very simple. Even if you have four overseas player, it doesn't matter. You can sub anyone out of the playing level at any point of time. For example, I just give a very simple example. Shubman Gill is a pure batter for Gujarat Giants. He comes Gujarat are chasing. So what they can do right now, I'll give a bowling example here because they are bowling first. For example, a Yash Dayal. A Yash Dayal is bowling. He gives you 4 overs, proper 4 overs, whatever runs he concedes, it doesn't matter. But then you can bring in someone like a Riddhiman Saha or someone if you want a Rahul Tewatia is not in your starting playing 11. You can bring him in the during the second inning. So very simple rule. How you utilize that in Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, some of the domestic teams utilize it brilliantly. So that remains to be seen. Apart from that, there are field restrictions as well. We discussed it in a long review yesterday that many of the matches used to finish at midnight. The transportation used to be an issue. So what BCCI has done this time is if you are overshot, if you have overshot your playing time, then you will have to you will have a field restriction there in the 18th over, in the 19th over, in the 20th over. Wherever they decide, okay, they are running short 15 minutes, 30 minutes short, whatever it is, they will have a couple of players. You can't field with all your players outside the boundary 30-yard circle. So that's one rule. Another rule which is there, another rule which is there right now is the I forgot actually because of that noise.
Yeah,
But
we just suddenly heard the
yes,
IPL tune in our.
I guess you were new there. But yes, another rule which is there right now is
Shubhayan, you're not the only one who forgets, okay? Even captains forget their squads, okay? You're not the only one.
Yes.
So
we,
even
we
if
are, we are just, yes,
Okay, for
yes,
some reason we are continuously hearing this tune.
yes, yes, but maybe it's a technical thing. We'll try to sort that out. But yes, coming to the main rules, these are the new players. Of course, you can take DRS for wides and loopers. That's very important. We have seen so many umpiring howlers in the past. MS Dhoni barging into the field. Rishabh Pant trying to call his team out. That will not happen this time around because if you are in doubt, if you think you have been hard done by the umpires, you can take the DRS. But we have the
We
playing
have the
11
playing
players.
11.
So Chennai Super Kings, I'll start with them. They are batting first. Devon Conway, Ruturaj Gaikwad, Ben Stokes, Ambati Raidu, Moeen Ali, Shivam Dubey, MS Dhoni, Ravindra Jadeja, Mitchell Santner, Deepak Chahar, and Rajvardhan Hangargekar, the youngster, gets a start in his first match. Thoughts on that, Rajaman sir?
yeah, it's a good combination. Will be, I think I'll be most interested in seeing where Ben Stokes bat. It is going to be a critical decision. Chennai has always had an explosive batsman at the top, whether it's going to be Ben Stokes this time. Of course, Rituraj Gaikwad has done a good job for them in the past. But you take the kind of players Chennai has had before, either at the top of the order or coming in at number three, you would expect Ben Stokes to fill up one of these three slots.
And Bharat, Rajvardhan Hangargekar gets a start. You have seen quite a lot of him. A youngster, tall, very sturdily built, can bowl quick pace, can bat as well. Do you think that he can be a differential there? Of course, the return of Deepak Chahar is also very crucial for Chennai Super Kings.
I did his interview last year. Very enthusiastic cricketer, someone who hits the deck hard and can also club a few sixes. So he can be useful, but at times perhaps he was getting carried away in domestic cricket in a few games. Hopefully, for a period of time, the last couple of years, he's matured as a bowler. And the CSK, if you look at their side, they perhaps need someone who can do that, who can go there and hit the deck a little bit hard because they have a few swing bowlers there. So he
Right.
could prove to be useful, and he's also a capable batter down the order, someone who can
Yeah.
use the long handle pretty well. He can club a few sixes.
Yeah. Yes, Rishabh, please.
Talking about Deepak Chahar's return, Deepak Chahar is also an all-rounder.
Yeah.
What is important is I think CSK has gone for a lot of all-rounders. That is there in the combination. Raja sir, is that the best way to go in T20s? to have more all rounders in your team than specialists?
I think the squad they have picked bats really deep. So,
Hmm.
and I think they can use the impact player to get in a bowler because they're going to be bowling later. So, if one of the batters does well, I think then it's good for them. But this is the
Hmm.
way forward, I guess. If you're going to pack your team with batters, pack your team with all rounders who can bowl a bit, or bowlers who can bat well, like Deepak Chahar is. It's going to be good for a side. It takes me back to 1983, of course, when India had all those so-called bits and pieces players. There are no bits and
Right.
pieces players. Everybody chips in, and if you're not, as Ambati Raidu will point out, if you're not three-dimensional, you don't get any time, right?
Absolutely.
And after
Bharat,
after Raja sir said, I just realized that CSK are actually batting. They have a batting that goes till the number 11.
exactly, and when they come out to field,
Hmm.
they can also replace. We were talking about MSD. They can also replace someone like an Ambati Raidu.
Ambati can keep as well. If MS Dhoni is
Exactly.
feeling his knee a bit, then he can easily throw his gloves to Ambati Raidu and say keep, and they can use an extra bowler in form of they have some good pacers as well in their 11. You have a Prashant Solanki as well who can give you a bit of everything, and Tushar Deshpande is someone who can give you a good swing and seam up front with a new ball. So they can use some of those bowlers in today's game.
Absolutely. Moving on to Gujarat Titans, Shubman Gill. Last year, Shubman obviously opened the batting for Gujarat Titans.
Yeah.
I was being careful. Yes, for Gujarat Titans, and Shubman had this pattern. Either he went on to score a 50, or mostly he got out in single digits. Bharat, well, before I come to you, we have Gujarat Titans playing 11. Riddhiman Shaha, Shubman Gill, Ken Williamson, Hardik Pandya, Vijay Shankar, Rahul Tewatia, Rashid Khan, Mohammad Shami, Joshua Little, Yash Dayal, and Alzari Joseph.
That's a super pace attack. That's a super pace attack.
I think, yeah, Bharat, I'll come to you about the Gill question a little later. Let's talk about the pace lineup. Mohammad Shami, Yash Dayal, Alzari Joseph,
That's what it is.
Joshua Little.
Vijay
You know,
Shankar can give you medium
yeah,
pace. Hardik
absolutely.
Pandya can give you
Hardik Pandya has been brilliant, and Hardik Pandya last year actually opened the bowling for Gujarat.
clocking 140 easily. Bharat, your thoughts?
Yeah, that looks like a very good lineup. They have variety, obviously. You have Shami who hit the seam. If there is any little bit of movement, he will definitely get it. Then you have Alzari Joseph for pace. He's not someone who just goes there and bowls line and length. You expect pace from him, a little bit of bounce. It makes you remember a few of those West Indies pace bowlers from perhaps another time in terms of how he goes about things. I'm not comparing here. And yeah, we also talked about Josh Little, left arm angle, and he's someone who has this vast pace. He's not someone who is
Hmm.
quick, but just when the batter feels that this guy is medium pace, he can slip in this odd short ball that's quicker than the batter thinks. So yeah, then you have Hardik Pandya as well, who has now started to get the in swinger going. He had that away swinger, but he's now started with in swinger going, so he can open the bowling if needed. So there
Hmm.
are a lot of options there with our pace department.
But Shubhan, if we speak about Gujarat Titans and we do not talk about Rashid Khan,
No.
it will be unfair. Raja sir, though recently batters are trying to play out his 4 overs, but Rashid Khan has been phenomenal. Your expectations from him in this season?
I lost you, but I will take that question on Rashid Khan. He's phenomenal. I think he's the ace in the pack. While we can all talk about the fast bowlers that Gujarat has got, he's the cherry on top. I think he's going to
Hmm.
make a huge difference to the campaign that Gujarat is launching today. I think while players might want to see him off and not give him too many wickets, he's a master. I think he will find ways
Hmm.
of picking up wickets as well. He's going to be a key for Gujarat as the tournament progresses, with the wickets losing pace, losing some of the grass, even though the ground in Motera has got 11 tracks. It's going to be fascinating to watch this man operate throughout this season.
I've dubbed him as the kingpin of T20 bowling. He's absolutely brilliant.
Well, I think we still haven't got who are the substitute players,
Yeah,
but we
we
will
just have the playing 11s for now, but we'll get to know who are the substitutes as well. These are the news. Even the websites, though those who are updating the playing 11s, they don't know who are the even the official BCCI doesn't have the playing sheet as of now. They have not posted it anywhere, so it remains to be seen who are the substitute players.
I think like you need a little time to settle in between Gujarat Giants and Gujarat
Always,
Titans.
always,
Everybody needs a little bit of time to settle in, and
always.
apart from playing 11, there will be substitutes. I think football team would have got it
Right,
better.
right.
But Bharat, in this round, Chennai has lost both the matches that they have played, whereas Gujarat has won the only
Hmm.
match that they have played. Do you think it plays on your mind, or it just doesn't matter?
In IPL and all, I'm not too sure. You just look at those match head-to-head records and all. So each match is different. I'm not too sure it would play on their minds. I don't think so. That's just yeah, in tennis and all. You can say that if, say, for example, Nadal lost a lot of matches on hard courts against Djokovic, then it definitely would play on his mind. But not too sure in the IPL with teams changing and all, it would play on players' mind. At least we were playing 12 months after, and again end the season, so not too sure it would play a factor.
Right.
Shubhan, since we still don't have the impact there, we will just tweet it for you guys. But before that, important time, prediction time. What should be the total? First prediction. What do you
Hmm.
think should be a good first innings total rather in this pitch?
Bad question. 543 maybe. Okay. Bad question because we haven't seen the
Why
track.
not?
Deepa. We
Yeah.
haven't seen the track. We haven't seen a single ball being bowled in IPL yet. So to hazard a guess, will be sticking one's neck out. But typically, you would want a score of 180 to be able to defend, especially with the kind of attack that Chennai's got. You might want a score of 180. Everyone to click and not lose too many wickets and stop the fast bowlers and Rashid Khan from picking up those wickets. 180 might be a good score to have on this track. But like I said, 543 also may be too few.
Well, you never know. We recently saw that in the South Africa T20. But before we go on, we have finally got the subs. Chennai Super Kings substitute players Tushar Deshpande, Shubhranshu
Senapati.
Senapati, Shai Prasri, Ajinkya Rahane, Nishant Singh.
Hmm.
And Gujarat Titans substitute players Sai Sudarshan, Jayant Yadav, Mohit Sharma, Abhinav Manohar, and K.S. Bharat.
Interesting, interesting. But I'm pretty sure as Chennai Super Kings are batting first, I think they will use Tushar Pandey as one of the impact players later. If there's a batting collapse, then you might see Ajinkya Rahane come in. But if there's nothing, they have a good score on the board, then I think they will use Tushar Deshpande. What do you think, Bharat?
Yeah, well, I guess they would do that. They would use Tushar Deshpande, someone who gives them a little bit of pace. Looking at the fact that they're going to bat first years, yeah, this impact players, as you know, it could change according to the situation. So, as you said, if CSK suffer a collapse or something, they might have to look at some other option, batting option or something like that. So. This
Hmm.
is an interesting concept. We just have to wait and see how it evolves over a period of time, and yeah, then perhaps we can give a little more of analysis on it.
Oh, there's
Hmm.
also a good chance.
Absolutely.
Sorry, there's also a good chance that
Yes,
neither of the team uses the impact player in this game. There's also a good chance of that happening.
absolutely.
There's a good chance. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Because it's not a compulsion. So for our viewers watching, impact player, like you don't have
Yes.
to use impact
Hmm.
player. You can use it. It's
Right.
optional.
Right.
Well, it's time to do a prediction, which I'm sure Rajas has been stick his neck out a little at least. Gujarat Titans versus Chennai Super Kings. Bharat first, and then Raja sir. Please pick your winner for the match.
JT, I think Gujarat Titans might win this one. Looking at they have won the toss and also I just have a feeling with a pace attack they would nick this one.
Raja sir.
Oh, I would want Ben Stokes to be firing and winning the match for Chennai Super Kings just for old time's sake. Uh, but Gujarat Titans is got the number of Chennai Super Kings. I believe that it can happen. But if Chennai Super Kings start thinking like us and says Gujarat Titans will win, then the match is over before a ball is bowled. So they would want to win this game and they will bank heavily on Ben Stokes.
Absolutely. Shubhan,
I think I'm going with Chennai Super Kings.
I'm going with nothing. I'll just go and watch the match. Then, can Gujarat Giants maintain the opener record? Remember, since 2018, sorry,
Titans.
Gujarat Titans.
It's a
It's
WPL
okay,
hangover,
it's a
yeah.
WPL hangover, it will go. Can Gujarat Titans maintain the opener record since 2018 that the chasing team always wins? Or will Chennai Super Kings come back like they generally do after having a worse season? We will watch, you guys will also watch, and then you guys will quickly come back right after the match to Red Sports to watch us analyze the match, analyze the players,
Absolutely.
and basically have a post match show.
Enjoy the
Thank you so
game, guys.
much.
Enjoy the game.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Let's all enjoy the game and have a good evening.